It's one of those days. Just one of those days. This it's one of those days. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Thanks so much for joining. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing okay this Sunday. Boy, this Sunday is rough, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Woo! Try to cook, clean, try to do so much in one day and still work is almost impossible. But you, as a mother, you know how it is. As a
hmm
mommy,
Yeah, absolutely.
we do what we do, right?
Yes,
How's your
absolutely.
Sunday going so far?
It's going good. I got to go to church this morning, so that was good.
Awesome.
hmm
Awesome. Okay. I love it. And enjoyed the service.
I did.
What was your topic today? I'm sure it was something good.
So today we were coming out of the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and we were talking about the love of God, like the love. They were asking Jesus, like, what's the out of the 10 commandments, what is the top commandment? Like, and love God. But if you love God, you're not going to break the other 10 commandments, because in the Old Testament it was under the law. But what they did was those 10 commandments, they turned them 10 commandments and gave 600 over 600 different laws. There's no
Mm,
way that you will be able to obey all those laws. So that's why we're under grace. But loving
under
God is
grace.
yes, but loving God is going to prevent you from breaking the 10 commandments. Now we do fall short.
Yes, we do.
But the love of God kind of covers it all. So
Yes, we do. Let me cut some air on in here. Yes, we do. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Okay. Um, I know we got a interesting topic today. Some of the
mhm.
stuff that we left off from last week.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for joining. Please share. Please share. If you haven't shared, please share to those that you know would be interested. And and seeing Mama said it. Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining. All right. So we want to, of course, we got 2 more days before the end of Cancer Month.
Oh, I was about to say to the end of what? Oh yeah. I don't follow
Yes.
zodiacs enough to know like when they begin and when they end. I just
Yes. Cancer Month is almost over.
mm-hmm.
The 22nd. So
Mm-hmm.
happy birthday to those who are celebrating a happy birthday. We're singing happy birthday to you all for
Yes.
sure. Do you have any shout outs, Plum?
No, I do not. Oh
No
wait.
shout.
Lauren Wyatt. You call her
Oh
princess. Her
yeah,
birthday was
yeah.
yesterday.
Happy birthday, princess.
Her birthday was yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. Happy birthday to anyone that is celebrating this week. Please don't charge our mind or our hearts. We just a lot on our plates, but we getting through. Thanks so much for joining. We thank so much for joining. We just want to just say this.
Happy birthday!
That's so cute.
Yes.
Happy birthday. So we're gonna jump right into some of our topics. Um, one of the topics was really, really funny this week. Even though I think a lot of the topics that we're going to talk about is funny. Now, let me ask you this question, Plum. Do you want to
Mhm.
start off with the more serious topics, or you want to start off with the more jovial or
It doesn't matter.
joyful?
It doesn't matter. You can mix them in. It's
Okay. Well, one of the things I want to do say is Wendy Williams was celebrating a birthday. She was out and about this week, so that's great news
mm-hmm.
that she was out and enjoying herself. So happy birthday. She turned 61. Happy birthday,
61.
Wendy, from Mama Said It. But
Yes.
she's still fighting for freedom. It's
Wow.
crazy.
It's been a
It's
long
crazy.
time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. She's still fighting for her freedom, and hopefully something will be happening soon.
Mm-hmm.
We do want to say happy anniversary to whoever's celebrating an anniversary this week or
Yes.
this month or this year. We're
Mm-hmm.
saying a happy anniversary to you all. We definitely have about five more, I believe it's five or six more vacations. No, it's seven vacations that are remaining. Seven are remaining.
Okay.
For those of you who still are interested in getting a vacation, which includes a hotel stay, but you have to provide your own transportation,
Mm-hmm.
you pay your own tips and utilities. But
Mm-hmm.
the stay is on Mama Said It. Now, one of the things that you probably heard about on social media, which is kind of crazy. Did you see all over social media? Now, I've heard a lot about Steve Harvey's marriage, just
Mm-hmm.
like some of y'all have heard about mine, right? But one thing I never heard that Steve Harvey was dating a man. Have you?
I seen that video. I mean, that's AI generated.
It's
That was,
AI generated.
yeah, that's just a voiceover.
It's a
I can make,
voiceover, but the people in the video is
yeah, I take a picture. They didn't show him with the man. The
no,
video I seen wasn't with the man. It just showed a
no.
picture of a man.
And I think it's
Every
all
other
live.
the marriages, they showed pictures of him being married, being with the woman, but with the man part, it just showed the man. So that ain't real. I don't believe that's a real
Well,
thing.
I don't even want to show the video to promote it anymore or give it any life, but I hope that Steve Harvey would get with Celebrity Lights. They're the ones that reporting. That's where I seen it at. And I don't know what platform you seen it on,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm hoping that Steve Harvey get with Celebrity Lights and get them straight
Yeah,
because that is not acceptable at
yeah,
all. As long as we've been knowing Steve Harvey, I've never heard anything like this ever in my life.
yeah. No, I
And
know.
that could be quite damaging.
Mm-hmm.
So and you said you seen it as well.
Yeah, I seen. I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram, but it was on something, and it was just a video. It was a voiceover, and they were talking about his marriages, and then they plugged a man in there in between the third wife and Marjorie. So
Yeah, because it said four wives, and then one
yeah.
of the wives was a man. It was like, really?
Well, I
Because
think he was married 4 times, wasn't he? He was married. I think Marjorie is like his third or fourth.
she may be.
Yeah, but they
That
put
may
a man in between the
right. He was
in
one of the
between.
four. But it didn't even say he married. They dated. It was so conflicting because they said for the man, they dated for a year.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of YouTube videos, especially on YouTube, that are posting information that is not true,
Mm-hmm.
and posting people that died and excuse me, unalived.
Mm-hmm.
And this is can be damaging to people's careers,
Yeah,
especially if someone was anticipating on hiring someone for a show, and then they look at YouTube and say, "Oh, that God, I was going to hire him, but he passed away. Oh, I got to get somebody else." Now that person had lost money.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Somebody need to look into that. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. It comes a time when enough is enough, and I feel as though it's just for them to get clicks and likes. That's all it's about, clicks and
Yeah,
likes.
that's
And you
what
don't
it's
care
for.
who you're damaging, what reputation you're damaging. They don't even care.
No, they don't care.
They don't care. It's sickening.
Hey,
Now,
Aunt Dot.
hey, Aunt Dot, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining. Please share. Sharing is caring. Thank you so much. One of the things I do want to mention to you, um, I don't know whether you've seen the young lady who kind of blacked out. I don't know whether she blacked out or whether she was in the right state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But before you hand someone a mic at your wedding, ask yourself, do you really know them? Because this young lady, she was speaking at a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden she just started turning and expressing her love for the groom.
Oh
It
Lord.
was crazy. It was crazy to see, crazy to witness. And I said to myself, wow, you really have to be careful who you invite to speak at your wedding because,
Absolutely.
you know, I think it was a video not too long ago. I'm sure it was a video because I did witness seeing it. It was a video not too long ago that was on social media, and the guy, the person who was officiating the wedding has said, if there's anyone who finds a reason why these two should not be married, please uh, stand up or forever hold your peace. And he stood
Mhm.
up and said, but he ended up saying that he wishes them well, and
Oh,
but
what?
it was nerve wracking.
Yeah. I think a lot of people even cut that even out of the speech, like the tell the pastor don't say that, leave that out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen like people getting married, not me going to somebody's wedding, but like different people will post like certain parts of their wedding and stuff like that, and it was not, they ain't include that. I don't
Right,
want to know
right,
that.
right. They'd be like, no, I don't want to see nothing like that, which
Mhm.
is understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you don't have to worry about, hopefully, unless somebody just stand up and just start talking crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But let
absolutely.
me show you the video so you can take a peek. Hold tight.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it didn't come on. Wait a minute. Hold up. That part is not working, I guess. Let me see. Nope, it's not. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I thought I had um, included this in the podcast earlier, but apparently I did not. But I know for many weddings, like my wedding, I don't even remember me having, no, nobody didn't speak. I had singers, a lot of singers, Jenkins Brothers. I had a lot of singers. Shout out to the Jenkins Brothers. Yeah, Debbie Darby, she sung. Shout out to Debbie Darby. These are great, phenomenal singers.
Mhm.
But I don't recall no one speaking. Did you have, no, you didn't have anybody speak at your wedding
No,
because
we
of
barely had.
COVID.
I mean, I won't say we barely had a wedding, but it was quick. Let's get to. It was during COVID. Okay, get get to the getting of what you got to say, so we can kiss through our mask and get out of here. We had our mask on the whole entire time. When they said you can, when Uncle Danny said you can kiss the bride, we kept our mask on and we kissed through the mask
Yeah, it was so
because
cute. It was
yeah,
so
it was
cute.
COVID, so it wasn't. And I was very big and pregnant. So
You
yes.
were. You was what, 8 months?
I gave birth 10 days later.
Ooh, you was 9 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I barely made it. I barely made it.
Wow, wow. Well, here's the video. Check this out. I want to show you.
You are so lucky. You are the luckiest woman in the world. Dan is such a great guy. He's got everything a woman could ever want. He's
Did it pause?
he's kind, generous, successful, gorgeous. He's got an incredible body.
What?
I'm just gonna
You
speak
got
from
an
my heart.
incredible body.
I would do anything to be you, Carolyn. No, really, I would. Because Dan, you never even gave us a chance. You never even gave us a chance. I'm the
gotta
one
be
who
a
taught you
skit.
to make crab cakes and
No,
wasn't
it's
for
not.
you. You still be making Krabby Patties. No. No. No, seriously. It's too late. What did she have that I don't? I made you too. I made you too. I can tie my hair.
It keeps freezing on my end. I don't know if it's freezing on yours.
Oh, is it freezing?
Yeah, on my end. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that, but
What
it's
did it freeze? It was,
yeah. It
you didn't get
keeps,
a chance to see it.
I heard some of it, but not in its entirety because it kept like
It kept freezing.
yeah.
Our co-host, was it freezing for you all as well? Hello, Brenda Williams, Shiraz. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you so much for joining. No, Shakira, I didn't. I don't know. Did it freeze? So you didn't see the whole thing?
No, I heard the part that she said that you got a nice body,
Yeah, like,
so
and she
kind, and
went on
all
to
this.
say that you didn't give us
Yeah,
a
talking about
chance.
some pancakes. Yeah, you ain't give us a chance. Somebody pancakes. Mm-mm. Okay, so it's just me. I said it didn't skip, so it's just me. It's all right.
Okay. I thought that was just so crazy just to
Mm-mm.
witness somebody. Just don't never know what you're gonna come across on social media. But that's
Mm-mm.
just a lesson learned. Be careful who you have at your wedding.
Yeah.
Make sure you really know these people,
Yeah, absolutely.
because they can get on there and act a complete fool.
Aunt Dot said
Um,
she freaked out.
huh?
Aunt Dot said the lady freaked out.
Yes, she did.
Hmm.
Yes, she did. She did freak. She did freak out, which is kind of crazy. I don't know whether you. I'm sure you probably seen this because it's all over social media, getting so much coverage about the cheating married couple busted, and they look real comfortable,
Very comfortable.
right?
Yeah,
Now, do you
absolutely.
think that this was their first date or
Mhm.
several dates?
No, I think they've been on several days, but I think this was probably their first public. Like she's probably like, we go out all the time, and we don't ever get nobody else ever sees us. So it's okay. We're at a ball game. We're all who's gonna see us at a ball game or wherever they was at. Well,
And then you got to think about the people that were around them
they didn't
that
probably
knew
know
that
them.
they were, because it was a woman that was standing there. There was people
But
that
they probably didn't know them. They probably just went by themselves.
it looked like a private box. When you're in a private box, a private room,
That was a box. That didn't look. I thought it was the stands. Looked like it to me.
no, that looked like a private box, like a box that you purchase when you go into the game, and it's a private box. That's what that looked like to me. To me, to
Oh,
me.
okay. But even in the private box, that doesn't necessarily mean you know everybody that's in there because
That's
you
true.
pay. Yeah, so I don't think anybody knew them, but the people that they married to, they knew them when they popped up on that screen, and now it's all over social media.
It's all over social media. And then they said that he recently resigned.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he resigned.
Yeah, they said he recently resigned, and boy, that's kind of crazy. Y'all both married, and you cheat. That's crazy to me.
I don't know. People are weird.
Uh
People have very weird tendencies,
huh.
and I said people are just weird. I don't see the point in doing that. Just leave your if you're not happy, then just get on. I
About
don't
your
I don't
business.
like, but they wasn't expecting to get caught. Not the way they was
No,
hugged up.
let's show the video for those who haven't seen it.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Yeah, even they must be having an affair, or they're very shy. But no, we see that they're not shy. Yeah, they're not shy at all.
Yeah, no.
They're not shy at all, unfortunately. But now it's all out in the open. They can't deny it. They can't say it wasn't me
Yeah, no, they can't.
because it was clear as day.
Hmm.
I wish them well. I really honestly do. I hope it works out, that
Yeah.
there's no anyone getting physically hurt. They're gonna be
Yeah, I
mentally,
hope not either. Yeah.
spiritually hurt, but not physically. Hope they don't physically get any harm done. And it'd be a shame if they all knew each other and was going to dinner. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah, yeah. That
worse.
would be horrible. Yeah.
That would be even worse. Now, I'm sure you probably heard about the $800,000 in food destroyed under the Trump administration, and enough to feed hungry children for a week or so. Yet taxpayers have to pay approximately about $100,000 more to trash the food. Did you hear about that recently?
I heard bits and pieces, but I didn't hear it in its entirety. No.
Yeah, it's really sad to hear. But I'm gonna share this video so you can get some input.
Okay.
Guys, listen to this. Nearly 500 tons of emergency food set on fire. Remember all that foreign aid President Trump froze in January? Well, shipments of high nutrient biscuits have been sitting in a Dubai warehouse for months, set to expire mid-July. And rather than deliver them to the children in Pakistan and Afghanistan that they were intended for, the Trump administration gave the order to burn it. This is according to current and former government officials interviewed by The Atlantic and Reuters. Now, we're talking about enough food to feed 1.5 million children for a week. It amounts to $800,000 of taxpayer money already spent turned to ash. It didn't have to be this way. For months, USAID employees have been sounding the alarm. Foreign aid organizations have reached out saying they would distribute the biscuits themselves. But apparently that's against the rules. And get this, a government memo verified by Reuters reveals it's going to cost another $100,000 to destroy the food. Keep in mind, across the world, hundreds of tons more food, more US aid is sitting on warehouse shelves right now. Administration officials have signed off on a deal clearing the way for some of that to be shipped before it expires in September. But experts warn, even if everything's approved, Trump's dismantling of USAID might make it impossible for those shipments to actually get where they're needed.
There you have it. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That something like that is happening. You know, that has happened. I'm from past tense because that was a few days ago, and it was ordered that it be burnt, incinerated. So it
Wow.
probably has already been destroyed. Even with children here in America, a lot of kids here in America could have used that food.
And they trying to take away the free breakfast in the
Right,
morning.
exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. So backwards.
Backwards. We are living in a world that's unrecognizable right now here in the United States. Things that we've never experienced, and unfortunately, it seems like we don't want to get used to what's happening.
No, we don't.
A lot of it is it's not good.
No.
It's not good. Now, I do want to say something, and I know you don't like to talk about sports, but it seems like Layla Ali, oops, I did not put the I on her name. I know before we were talking about
Clarissa,
it may happen.
they was gonna fight. It seemed like they're gonna fight now.
Yeah, it seems like
put the money up.
It seems like it's going to happen. Now, from what has been shared thus far, it looks as if Clarissa have offered 15 million for Layla to box. But I don't feel as though she should box for 15 million. I think she should box for 100 million. If she's going to come out retirement, because you got to understand this particular fight is a fight that a lot of people are talking is getting a lot of buzz. And then you have to think about that there's over 500 million fans who like boxing. So I'm just, if I was her manager, strategically, I would be saying 500 million fans. Then you look at, even if it was just 1% of that, right? Then they're going to be making money off of advertising, ticket, betting, gambling, betting, so much more that's going to be added into that pocketbook. Yeah. And I feel as though for her to come out of retirement, being a champion, I feel that she should ask for 100 million. Many other people may say, no, she should come out, 15 million sounds like good. It's good. But guess what? When Mayweather fought McGuire, I believe I think he got maybe like 250 million. Now, I'm not trying to compare Layla with.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But there's always a disparity when it comes to women's sports and men's sports. Yeah. Women getting paid in sports and men getting paid in sports.
Right. And it's unfortunate that, the women don't get paid as much, right? We know that. But at the same time, when we look at the numbers here, Clarissa, she has fought. Now, this number may have maybe one or two fights off for Clarissa. But the last I looked, it was 16 fights total she fought professionally. And out of the 16, she knocked out 3 of her opponents. Now she's 30 years old. Now, I don't know why I'm thinking, somebody can look this up. I'm thinking Layla may not be 47. I think she may be 42, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But she had 24 fights professionally.
Yeah.
And out of 24, she knocked out 21 of her opponents.
Yeah.
You know, so the numbers is kind of like
match. They don't match.
They don't match.
Yeah.
But you know, of course, excuse me, Shields is younger. She's been more active than Layla.
Yeah.
Layla would have to come out of retirement, start training. I did hear a video where she said it would take her at least about 8 months or so to get trained for this fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's enough to get a build up. But
Yeah.
you know, $15 million, I don't think it's enough. That ain't enough to come out. But if they increase it to 100 million, then that might sound like something that if I was her manager, I would definitely tell her, come out for 100 million. Now the question is, will the people be willing to pay to see this fight?
Yeah, they'll be willing to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Too. No matter who she come out of retirement for, they will want to pay for it just so they can see her fight. It won't even be about. I mean, no shade to Clarissa. I know she has a fan base too, but I'm probably 99% sure that Layla's is way bigger.
Yeah.
So you know, people
way
are going to come out
now.
Just because she's on it, they're going to come out. Because sometimes you even go to a concert because the main headliner you want to see, but you don't care about the little people that's performing before them.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, Jasmine, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Jasmine. Yes, thanks so much for joining. Thank you. Happy Sunday to you all.
And Layla is 47. Layla is 47.
Oh, she is 47. Okay, we had it right. Okay, great. But one of the things I want to show you, which was very disturbing, I thought, because this is Muhammad Ali's second wife, and she had something to say about Layla, which she says she loves her now. So the strange part to me is that you say you love her, but yet you want to see her lose. And this was very surprising when you say you love a person, but it's not cheering for them to win, but instead hoping they lose to a stranger you don't know. Let me just show you this clip, because I'm like saying to myself, sheesh. This is kind of crazy, but you don't always understand why people say the things that they do. But she did say why she felt the way she did. Stay tuned.
Okay.
I think she.
Oops.
And I have a 9th degree black. I think that was
Russia.
Who said, you know what? I want you to give me a. I mean, everybody.
Right.
I teach you Wing Chun. I said,
okay.
It's a deal. All that stuff is in my book.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write the book?
A long time.
Did
because it was so painful. It was so painful. It was just so painful. Yeah.
She's crazy.
Girl. She'll play it.
No, I think she worked with Carissa Shields. I think she worked with her.
Hey, come here. Yes, ma'am. I'm Khalil Ali. I'm Muhammad Ali's wife. I just told me.
She said, I know.
I want to back her up. Okay. I'm backing her up. Okay. To kick Layla's ass. Okay. That's why I come to see her. She's on her way right now. You make sure I see her before I leave. I'll make sure I'll take her to Dubai to kick Layla's ass.
As soon as she comes in, as soon as she get her way.
She's my hero.
I'm gonna bring her straight to you.
Thank you.
Hold on, wait. Okay. I'm gonna record it and send it to her.
Okay.
You wait.
What you doing?
I'm here to see Sheila. The Shields. I want her to whoop Layla's ass.
And let me show you who this is.
Wait. You gotta tell them why you want her to whip Layla's ass.
Yeah, Because Layla's mama with my husband, and I'm payback time. It's payback time. Yeah, I want everybody to know it. I hope they all see that.
They gonna see it.
Yeah, I want her to whoop her butt.
They gonna see it.
Always
You don't ever speak to her at all?
Oh yeah, we talk to her. Yeah, we talk to her. She's
Yeah.
my children's half sister.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't hate her now, but she's going down. I love her.
Right.
I love all of them.
Right.
I'm gonna give her a challenge. She's 40 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
And once we put money on the table, she'll come out of the woodwork.
You think so? You think the money will make?
Money always makes.
You think so?
Look at Tyson.
I mean,
Tyson didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Tyson for 28 years. Get
Yeah.
the hell out of here. Money
Yeah.
talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
She was being. I think it's like a. I think it's wrong that she said what she said? Yeah, but the premise of it, she's
She was
what do
so
they call
wrong.
casualty of war. Sorry,
She was so wrong. I'm sorry. She was
that's
so
funny.
And
And they probably talked about it. She probably, like, I feel as though that people that's in that statue of being around social media all the time, they know how to play. They know this was going to be a buzz because she might say, she might have said, make sure when you out, because that is going to create a buzz. We don't know what these people are talking about.
That's true. You got a point.
Been like, she could have been like, Ma, when you get out there, say, my mom, you know what my mama did. Like, I need you to play into that. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
Right. That you got a point. You have
that's going to create more buzz.
Right. Right.
So
it will create more buzz.
They might have had wine and everything.
Huh?
I said they might have had wine and everything, laughing about it.
You're right. That would be a way to promote it and to get people talking like what we're doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that would be a serious buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else. Oh God.
It is.
But anyway, I don't know whether I'm gonna change the spin on this a little bit. I guess we can the spin on here, I didn't know whether you heard about this, an uncurable sexual transmitted disease that eats you from the inside. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Right now, there's supposedly 3 cases in, I believe it's in UK right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it is spreading. So we don't know how far it's going to be before it comes to the United States. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of our viewers heard about it? Have any of our viewers heard about it? It's kind of scary, especially when they say it's not curable.
Yeah, that part.
And it eats you from the inside.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. But anyway, I want to show you the news clipping of what they're saying about it right now. Hold tight.
In the United Kingdom has been diagnosed with a rare flesh-eating sexually transmitted disease. Yahoo News reports it is the first case of danovanosis to be diagnosed in the UK. It is more commonly found in India, Papua New Guinea, the Caribbean, Australia, and Africa. The CDC says it causes ulcers that are typically painless and slow-growing, but it eventually destroys genital tissue and can spread to other parts of the body. There are around 100 cases reported in the U.S. each year. Most become infected while traveling overseas. Live Science says the STD can be treated with antibiotics over several weeks. That's a bit of good news there. Matt Urish for CBS 11 News.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so many in the United States, though.
Nice.
I'm kind of shocked to hear it's over 100,000.
Yeah, that's
in the United States. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
right? I mean, is it just me?
No, that's a lot because it's gonna just spread like wildfire if people won't
It's
be careful.
spreading like wildfire. Yes, exactly. Which is
Jasmine
even,
said, "No, I haven't heard it. Ears, not to the streets right now."
huh? Yeah, I
Jasmine
know,
said
right?
she hasn't heard it before.
Because usually you will see some sort of like, sometimes people have a blister or some sort of indication, like, ooh, especially if
Yeah.
you study medicine or study photos, you'll be able to kind of know what certain diseases are. But if it's from the inside, you won't even see it.
You won't.
Now that is even scarier.
Yes. Be safe, you
Um,
guys.
huh?
I said everyone needs to just be safe.
Yes, exactly. Right now, I definitely want to talk about. I know we mentioned this the other day about the Bible says that forgive debt. Remember we talked about that, Deuteronomy.
Mhm.
Did you talk about that on your morning show?
No, because I like to get like a full understanding of something before I talk about just one text of a scripture, because a lot of times the context around it may give it a different meaning, may give you more clarity. So no,
Right,
I didn't talk about it.
right. Well, a
Yeah.
lot of people, I know there's several different verses in the Bible about forgiving debt, but I know I wanted to mention about debt, statute of limitation on debt, which a lot of people are not um, aware that there is such a thing. But each state has its own limitation.
Hmm.
Such like for an example, with an IRS debt, it's 10 years.
Hmm.
Um, so, like if you sign a contract, depending on the state, um, and I know this question had came about. I think I can look up some things for like for example, a judgment has 20 years. So if anyone has a judgment, it's been on your credit, it will be uncollectible after 20 years. Car loans have a statute of 4 years,
Hmm.
which is not that long though. I mean,
No.
after your last payment.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if you make a payment, then the clock starts all over again.
And that's the same with debt collectors, right? Like if you end up owing debt and then you don't pay for a while, but then you decide that you want to pay, don't that start the clock back over
Well,
for the
one
statute
of
of
the things that
limitation?
they tell you about debt collectors, you got to read the fine print when you get ready to get credit, right? Because the fine print can say different things about debt collection.
Hmm.
For an example, some of it would say if they sell the debt, any of the terms and conditions of your original loan will continue. Then you have a situation where a person who have a debt, say you owe ABC company $1,000, but
Hmm.
then they write it off on their tax return
That's not
as a
collectible.
discharge.
Hmm.
Okay, so they've written it off. They got tax benefits after discharge, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't sell that bad debt off.
But that's not legal, right?
Well, it has some legal ramifications on it. I can't go into it in its entirety doing this live, but I can say this, that some debt collectors that collect debt, you might not be owing the amount, especially if they can't prove that you
Like
owe the
valid.
amount that they're stating.
That's
So
why you need
that's
to
why,
be asking for validation. And
correct.
with the original contract, I want you have to show me that I owe this debt.
Show me my
Um,
signature where I signed.
exactly. So, and if they can't produce that, then that's not, you know, shouldn't be
Right.
sending them
Show me the
money
signature. And a lot of times they can't show you a signature.
because
Um,
they probably bought it in bulk.
correct. 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 Most of the time they do buy it for pennies on a dollar.
Jasmine said, "What about for personal loans and student loans?" What's that?
Depending on, like, for an example, depending on student loans, like, for an example, federal student loans, there's no statute of limitations on that, right? So you know that. That's through the federal government. They don't care how long it takes. They don't care how long it takes. It could be here. Look, I'll give you an example. Right now, they enforce through Trump administration that anyone who owes a student loan, federal student loan, no matter if you are a senior citizen or 30 years old, if you're a senior citizen collecting Social Security, you could be 90 years old. They still want their money. And they're going to garnish your Social Security wages as low as $700. I mean, they'll take all of it except for 700. They got to stop at 700, which is considered to be not allowing the person to be what they call considered to be financially strained in a situation where you can't support yourself. But $700 is not going to help, especially if you got rent that's $1,000.
Yeah.
You got electric, you got phone, you got all these different bills that's coming in. That's not going to help most people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Totally.
But there's a way, and I can go into this if those that want to know. There's a way in which you could get a lot of the things that's on your credit report off your credit report. Because right now there's a lot of class action lawsuits that's going on where our identification have been compromised through either Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian. And when you have these things happening, this is an opportunity for you to really get your credit on point. Whether it's challenging your inquiries. I always tell people, if you receive credit from a creditor, for an example, most people would try to take the inquiry off. But if you do that, that creditor can close your account because you're saying that you never applied. So if, say for an example, if you applied to Capital One, you got a credit card for say $5,000 and you want to get rid of the inquiries on your credit report. So you're right into the credit bureaus and you tell them that, hey, this is not me, but you got the card. That's a way to get it.
That's why you're supposed to attack the ones that you apply. Say for instance, if you go to a car dealership, which you shouldn't, you do your homework and know who you're going to go to as a lender. But for those of you that don't have that opportunity and may not be able to be privy to, doing that research, make sure that you go behind them. And for everybody that did not approve you for the loan, you want them off your inquiry part because they did not give you no loan. Is that correct? Right?
Yeah. But one thing I tell you about car dealerships, and this is just my experience, when I was around 18 years old, when I might have was 17, getting my first car or whatever. And I was very inexperienced. I was very excited because I had money to get my car. But the salesman ended up having me to sign a blank contract. I mean, it was completely blank.
Oh, wow.
I did have enough intelligence to get a copy of the blank contract. But when I got it filled in, it wasn't nothing of what we discussed. It was totally different. And back then, I was working for a law firm, James Nichols, who was rest in peace, James. I was actually a clerk, office clerk for him, and he was able to help me write a letter. He wrote the letter actually, and they immediately responded. So I always tell people, number one, don't sign a blank contract, whether it's real estate, car.
Anything.
Never sign a blank contract. Never listen to a person that says, I'll fill it in later. No, I'm not going to sign it till everything's filled in. Because once you sign it and there's things that are blank, they can fill in whatever. And you don't want to be sitting in a situation where you now have to dispute something that you could have prevented.
Yeah.
The other thing I say this, when you're trying to buy a car, instead of going to a car dealership, I would tell people to open up an account with a credit union open up a bank account with a credit union, and then get the loan through the credit union. Because if you go through the car dealership, and hey, y'all car dealers, don't try to come for me because I ain't trying to feel it. But I'm telling you, because if you go to a car dealership, they're going to run your credit 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. But if you go to the credit union, it'll be one pull, and that will be that. That's just my suggestion. Because most of the time the credit unions will give you a loan, even with not so good credit. I do have some credit unions that would give a person a loan, even if they are in the 500s FICO scores. Yes. So reach out to us if you're in a situation where your scores are low and you need a car loan and you want to go through a credit union. We'll give you a handful of credit unions that you can go to. Because if you go to the car dealership directly, you're definitely going to be getting your credit report pulled more than once. Now, what have been your experience, Shakira? Because you've
Well, I
purchased.
only deal with one car dealership. I'm sad to say I've had a lot of cars, but I've probably
Yeah.
got 5. This is probably my 5th car from them. And they don't run the guy. When you go into a car dealership, and if you can't run your financials down to a guy and he can tell you what car you can get, what interest rate you're going to be able to get without him knowing your social, that's not the person you need to be talking to. So in my experience, I only go to one place. It's called Discount Auto in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Tell them Shakira sent you.
Oh, give them a plug. Put them in the. Do you have their website, or do you have?
Yeah, their website, Discount Auto Corner, I think. Let me look it up. But my experience, he knows who to go to. And when I look at my credit report, it's never more than 2 that's been pulled because he's been in the business for so long. I've never went, and this is from the first time I got referred to him by Brianna. And from jump, he's like, okay, how much do you make? And and how much can you afford? And they really work with you, but they're not into, because some places you go to, they're like, come on, fill out an application. He don't even want you to fill out an application.
Yeah.
Because he not, so for that's been my experience. Now I've been to other car dealerships after him that I ran back to him because I really wanted the car that I wanted. And another dealership had it, and it seemed like it was a different variant, because the car that I have, all cars have copies on it under a different name, meaning, Nissan makes this, but if you get the Nissan whatever, it's the same as maybe a luxury car, right? So I'm looking, found something. I went there. They was pressuring me to fill out an application, and I'm like, listen, these are my numbers. This is my score. Tell me what type of interest rates you can give me. He could not give me, oh, I really won't know. Well, you're not experienced enough for me. You're not. If you can't, now, of course, you can't guarantee me nothing. But if you ain't been in the business long enough to look at numbers and say, okay, well, this is where I can take you. This is the interest rate that they typically do without looking at my credit, then you might want to, Jasmine put it in there. Discount Auto Corner. Yes, that's it, Jasmine.
Yeah. I know you've been dealing with them for a minute.
And he got me with the car that I got now is with a credit union. And he waited. I test drove that car like a couple months before I even got it. And when I wanted it, he was like, no, the rates are high. He said, I'll call you. So then, people be impatient. So I'm looking around, but I didn't let nobody else pull my credit. And then when I was about to call him to see if he still had the car, he said, I was just about to call you. I got you a credit union. He gave me the interest rate. It was lower than what he first was thinking that they were going to do. And it was on the money. So.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, I know you've been dealing with them for a minute.
Yeah, this is I said it's like my 5th car. Jasmine was with me when I went to the other dealership. She said he was super pushy. Come on in so I could run your credit. Come on. I test drove it. He was on it. I went, like, I could guarantee. No, you can't guarantee me anything. You can't tell me how much my car note going to be if you don't even. You're not the numbers guy. You're the salesperson. Let's be real.
Right.
The guy I deal with is the numbers guy. He's the finance person. Like, he, it's not the salesperson. So he knows the numbers. But the salesperson is saying all this stuff. So when I went in there and talked to the finance guy, he didn't know what was going on. So
wow.
I only deal with one place. So
one place and one place only.
Yeah.
Now, so there's some statute limitations. We definitely going to kick it and talk about some credit reports. I think that would be a great topic. And we have a credit repair service We can talk about credit reporting and how you can fix your credit, maybe give out some letters for free, show you how you can kind of save yourself some costs on a monthly basis, because I know a lot of credit repair agencies, they do charge you money. We do have it where you can get free credit repair. We give you the software, we give you the forms. The only thing you have to do is follow the steps and repair your credit. So it's no charge. We don't charge you, it's free. So for those of you who are interested in that, let me know for credit repair. The other thing that I wanted to mention today, I don't know whether you heard about this. The 2-year-old is unalive at the dentist's office in Greensboro, North Carolina. I think I sent that to you because I was so stunned by it.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't. You know what? Let me say something to y'all. I know I'll be sending y'all a lot of videos that y'all be watching. I know y'all be like, here go my mother again, another video.
A lot. I can't keep up. I be trying.
Let me ask you this, because I know sometimes I send you videos like 3 o'clock in the morning. Does that wake you? Because if it does, I would stop.
No, because I usually have my phone on low. I don't really pay it no mind. But yeah, I still hear it. But yeah.
And I'll be saying to myself, well, most people
sometimes, but it still goes off.
Oh, it does? It still ring?
Yeah, it still will ring. If you have notifications on for your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's still gonna go off. It's still gonna ring.
Well, mine's never ring. Mine's don't. I don't hear the sound.
So you don't have your notifications on then.
Oh.
If you don't have notifications on, no, it's not gonna ring. You won't know until you open up the app to see what you have.
Yeah,
but I have my notifications on, so it does.
But don't you get a lot? Wasn't that a lot though? Because a lot of people, because I know I had to turn mine off. It was just too much.
Well, you can pick and choose what notifications you want.
Okay.
On certain apps, not all apps are the same, but certain apps will allow you to, if it's a post or if it's, different type of things, a friend request, you can pick out what notifications you want.
Okay.
I just left mine on. I didn't turn it off.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. I just want to show you this video, and then we're going to talk about the topic of the hour. Just hold tight.
Grieving after their 2-year-old son's death during a dental procedure. Good evening, I'm Sydney Moore. Family tells us the child had an appointment for him to get caps on some of his front teeth. Then less than an hour later, ambulances and police showed up at the office. WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman talked to the 2-year-old's parents about what happened.
Me too.
Ermiah Mitchell just turned 2 a few months ago. Today, he lost his life at a Greensboro dental office. His parents are heartbroken and looking for answers.
I love you. I love you.
A miracle baby. That's what Sharday Sherrill called her son, Ermiah Mitchell. Her pregnancy was high risk. She says she would have never guessed he'd be taken away from her just 2 years later while visiting the dentist. It's something Greensboro police are currently investigating.
My baby was only 2 years old. Just look at him. 2 years old, just going to go get his cavities fixed. And my son did not wake up.
Cheryl and Ermias' dad, David Mitchell, live in Salisbury. They say they took him to Valligate Dental Surgery Centers in Greensboro to fill some cavities. They say their son went back for his procedure, and just 40 minutes later, ambulances and police officers showed up at the dental office for their son.
I just want to know what happened to my baby.
We just want to know also, why weren't we contacted?
They say they weren't notified until after Ermias had already been taken to the hospital, alone, in an ambulance.
What?
How did y'all leave us?
Oh
How did you take my baby by himself in that ambulance?
That's crazy.
He needed his mommy. He loved me, baby. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
They remember their son for the bright little boy he was.
Sweetheart.
Smart.
Smart. He was so smart.
Too smart. Too smart.
He loved dinosaurs. This is the dinosaur that he took with him back there.
His dad says Ermias was curious, that he helped him change a tire just days ago. His mom says they cuddled to sleep every night. Now they say they don't know if they'll ever feel whole again. We reached out to the corporate office for
Oh
Valley
my
Gate Dental.
God.
They told us they'll respond within 48 hours. Greensboro police say because this is an active investigation, no further details will be released as of right now.
That is, wait a minute. So
That's
the parents
beyond
was in the lobby waiting, and they must have slipped the baby out the back door.
Oh, I thought they said they had came back and they saw the ambulance. That's what I thought I heard. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have never left the doctor's office.
I think that's what I heard, but don't quote me. I
might
think
go
that's
back
what
and
I heard. I
listen
think
to it.
that I think they said that when we came back, they seen that the ambulance was there and it was for their baby. But maybe
So
I
maybe
might
they came out in the lobby to look for him and they weren't there.
maybe I
That
don't know.
make sense for them. Why didn't they call them though? That's like
Yeah, it's definitely unacceptable.
negligence, complete negligence. And I mean, 2 years old to get capped, I don't know. I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah,
2 years old
because
was
I remember with Breon had to get his teeth redone because he had I think it was it caps? He had cavities.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's not uncommon. It's not something that's uncommon.
It's not uncommon that early on.
Not uncommon. And I'm guessing that I think they do typically put them to sleep.
Wow.
Because a toddler, like, how you going to get it done with a toddler?
Right.
Without putting them to sleep. So
Right. I guess you're right about that.
Yeah. Jasmine said, "Wow, that is tragic. I cannot imagine the family's heartbreak. Jasmine said, "That's tragic. I can't imagine the family heartbreak." I heard her say that they took the baby to the hospital while they weren't there, and they weren't notified until he was at the hospital. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. To even hear that, something like this is happening. So when Breon went and got it done, he got caps done into his front teeth.
It was. I remember his two. I mean, they're out now because he was a kid. It was like a toddler, but he had two teeth that was done in the front, and I think it was probably for cavities. If I'm not mistaken, I can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah.
Wow.
And Jasmine, she mentioned something. I was thinking I wouldn't have left that room. Why?
Right.
I would have
been saying. I would have never left the room.
I don't know if now when I take my kids to the dentist, I'm in the room with them, but because it's a procedure with the kid, like I don't know how that goes when you put a kid to sleep for dentistry. I don't know because I
don't think they have the parents in the room when they do that.
Yeah, they usually. I guess they would probably wait in the lobby.
Right, because this anesthesia, it's
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I want to talk about the seriousness of what we posted earlier, the 3537 bill, the bill 3537, which is starting out in South Carolina, whereby if a woman, even if it's a mistake, even if it's a miscarriage, even if it's abortion, could be charged for homicide, murder.
Oh, wow.
This is a bill they're trying to pass. And you know how it is. They'll try it with one state, and if it works, then they'll extend it to other states.
Yeah.
So us women, because especially when you're talking about miscarriages, I've had miscarriages. So I know how sensitive that is. Especially when you want your baby.
Mm-hmm.
You want your baby, and to think that that's got to be the scariest thing. All women are going to be scared to be pregnant.
Yeah.
It's going to
and that may not to be what is that, a conspiracy thinker, but they may be trying to slow down the population. People are living longer. That's why the money's running out.
That money ain't running out. That money ain't running out. That is nothing but a lie.
Ways to.
That money ain't running out for things they want to do.
No, of course not. I'm talking about what they're allowing us to have. There's what I'm saying is that it's a fact. People are living much longer than what they did before.
Yeah.
Because medicine has advanced, technology has advanced. So they are now probably looking like, oh my gosh, all these people gonna be hitting the age of how can we slow down
the population.
This population. Just like I feel, not for nothing, God rest anybody that lost, as far as with COVID. I don't think that was by chance. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like a population control type of majig, and I think it just got out of hand. I think it was supposed to be for the older people.
Wow.
And it just ripped through the country.
That's true.
Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Jasmine said, she said, she's talking about the videos that you send. I don't see them right away all the time, but I do get to the videos you send. Keeps me in tune. I don't watch the news.
Oh, you don't watch the news, Jasmine? Wow. Okay.
No, she don't watch news. And she also said it's population control for sure.
Oh, really? She thinks it's population control.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she's probably right. I'm sure. I just want to show this one clip before we signed off. Yeah, I definitely understand what she's saying. But I just want to show this bill, which is kind of loony.
Many from right here in the upstate are renewing their push for a piece of legislation that got national attention and criticism last year. The bill would amend the state statute so that prosecutors could charge a woman who got an abortion with homicide. It would change the language in the current laws to expand the word person to include an unborn fetus. This would mean a woman who got an abortion could be charged with homicide, which would put the death penalty on the table since South Carolina is a death penalty state. The bill was pre-filed in the state house with 7 sponsors. Nearly all of them represent parts of the upstate.
Crazy.
Legislation did not make any headway last year.
Is that crazy?
That's insane.
I mean, to think the DP, I mean, I would have never even imagined reading about this and this being a thing, especially for states that have the death penalty still active.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably where they're going to do it first, is those states, because those are typically, if I'm not mistaken, red states, correct?
Yes, it is. But I'm telling you, if that can't happen, because this country would go, that would be a sad mistake to happen. Yeah. We couldn't have that happen. There's just no way. Just no way. But it does put fear in women who are, pregnant now and who may be planning to get pregnant in the future, as to what you could be facing, because having a miscarriage can happen to anybody. God forbid. I don't want that on anybody, because it's devastating. Because I was 5 months and it was just unfortunate situation. But I can say this, for any person who lived through it, survived it, and is alive to talk about it, I'm sure they can agree with me. They don't wish it on any other person, any other woman, for sure. Well, we've given our show a total hour. Yes. I think we covered a lot of topics today.
Yes, I believe so, yes.
I hope we were enlightening. I hope we shared some information that's enlightening. Next week, we're definitely going to touch base with financing. We're going to definitely add on credit to our topics for next week, because I think talking about the credit, giving out some letters, giving out some free information, giving out some also lenders who are loaning money, even with bad credit, good credit, kind of maybe have a finance week next week.
Okay.
Maybe that will make a difference. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I want to say, everyone, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Mama Said It. Plum, do you have any last words you would like to say?
I have a notary course. If you want to become a notary, click the link in my bio or go to my website. I have it listed there as well, yourprimenotary.com. And go under notary. You'll be able to see the courses there. Also, I go live every morning at 8 a.m. And we talk about
8?
Yeah, because Evan has, Yeah, because Evan has to get on the bus
Oh,
at a different time
okay.
now. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
the time change. Okay.
yeah, so I'll change it back to 6:30 once, his program is over. But
Okay.
8 a.m. Monday through Friday, and we talk about the business.
Oh, okay, cool. 8 o'clock. Yay.
Yes,
Yes,
8
tune
a.m.
in to now. What is your handle on TikTok?
Binge view, like you're watching something. Binge view, BINGE view.
View.
Yep. BINGE
View.
VI.
BINGEVIEW.
Yes.
And that's on TikTok.
That's on TikTok. I ain't get on nothing else yet, y'all, but I will. I'll branch out.
Okay. I just put that in the notes for everybody so they can see it. That's how you can reach Shakira. Did I spell it right?
Yes, you did. Yep.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. And for me, of course, I'm having some courses coming up. One is about beginners, those who want to learn real estate. If you want to become a real estate investor, how to buy houses, flip houses, sell and hold to create some passive income for yourself. I will be teaching on that. And the other one that I have coming up is how to start your own business, which is one that is really going to be hopefully helping a lot of people who want to start their own business. And I encourage people to really kind of think about this seriously, whether you're going to be a car detail shop, own a laundromat, a beauty salon store. There's car wash, just so many different businesses. You can even franchise a cleaning business, for an example. There's just so much out there that you could do. So that course is going to be on cbu.education. Again, that is, let me just put it in the post, cbu.education. Okay. I'm actually going to be going live a little bit more because I have people that's been asking me to go live on my TikTok. And I thank all of you for sending me your notices and sending me your emails about me coming live a little bit more. And I would definitely hear what you're saying and hear your request, and I would do that because we both have a lot of knowledge to share, and we don't want it to fall through the wayside. So definitely, we would take all of your requests into consideration. We want to say thank you again for watching another episode of Mama Said It. We'll be here next Sunday, which is the 7th, July the 27th. We'll be here at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please set your watch. Eastern Standard Time. We hope that we will be able to read from your comments. Do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your
tomorrow.
Amen. Mama said it. Woo. Mama said it. Woo. Mama said it. Woo. There'll be days like this. Mama said it. Barbara, thank you so much for tuning in, Barbara. We love you too. Yes, we love you too. Absolutely, Barbara. Absolutely. I'm going to send you guys another invite. Crystal, I Say Yes. Shout out to Crystal Lewis, to I Say Yes Salon and Spa. Barbara, I will hope you and Crystal can come on so that we can discuss a lot of lady things and being in business and self-employed and owning a salon, because you've all been in business for over 20-something years plus. So you have a lot of knowledge and information that you can share to your viewers. So absolutely, Barbara, we love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all have a fantastic week. Take care till next time.
Yes.